Hey, I was wondering if any of you can help me with this. When I enter my YouTube studio on my PC, I enjoy a few times a week reading the comments. The public ones are good to go, and I notice I never hold any for review. So of course, this is empty. But I am confused about the likely spam tab. Currently there are 550 that are likely spam. I can't seem to find anything that is spammable. I'm not even sure if there is a setting that allows me to alter my options. You know me, if you want to say something, go right ahead. But to be placed in a spam tab, well, that's just silly. Help me out, techos. It's getting a little bit cold here on the Gold Coast. Hey, I have to thank you for all of your comments, and I do try to read most of them. It's like sifting through emails. I do a quick filter search with the name Rudy, 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 and Rudy to see who mentions the great man. By the way, it's Rudy. And then he and I have a moment together. Oh, there he is. What? An empty glass? That is sacrilege, man. Because of your comments last week, I am now using DuckDuckGo and exploring BitChute as a second video platform. Anywho, I am sick and tired of the entitled, and I'm not talking about millennials this time, but the parents of these kids. This story angers me so much because the ineptness, is that a word? The ineptitude of these types of parents has resulted in young people dying. The headline reads, "Grieving parents call for national pill testing after son's death." As soon as this headline appeared in my newsfeed, why did I naturally think that we are obviously talking about pills that are illegal? We know the pills that we buy over the counter that are either prescribed or not have undergone some rigorous testing before we can, with a lot of confidence, be guaranteed it does the job it's designed to do. Now, firstly, to the parents of these kids, I am so sorry for your loss. The pain must be tearing you apart, and you must be going over in your mind 1,000 times a day thinking, what could you have done differently to prevent this from happening? Josh Tam died after taking an unknown substance at a festival. His parents, John and Julie, are still struggling to come to terms with their loss. Mr. Tam said,
"I wish you could be here physically with us, but I know it's not going to happen."
The coroner found Josh died of a heart attack brought on by the unknown substance, not an overdose. Josh's parents in no way condone drugs or drug taking, but say parents need to realise you can't stop some kids taking drugs. I can agree with your statement there. You can't stop some kids taking drugs. Snorting coke, doing lines, popping pills and injecting shit in your veins seems to be the cool thing to do because it's the cheaper alternative to drinking alcohol to get high. The TAMs started Just Mossin, an organisation aimed at educating young people about what to do should a mate make the unfortunate decision to take drugs. Guys, I think that's a great initiative. Well done to you. One of the things that unfortunately happened for Josh is he took himself away from his mates. His parents believed that if they had stayed together, Josh might still be alive today. They said that they drink water and that they look after their mates was a message Josh's parents were keen to spread at a Memorial Day in Ashgrove held in Josh's honour.
We've got to find another way to help educate these kids so they understand the dangers of it.
If we can save one boy or one girl from dying or taking an illegal drug, we've done our job.
Yes, you have, and G-Mann supports that message. Now, you should have just left it there and gone on with spreading your message, but you seem now to contradict yourself. But after a coronial inquest was held not only into Josh's death, but 5 other people who died at music festivals across the state over the Christmas-New Year period, Josh's parents have urged the coroner to introduce pill testing at music festivals right across the country.
We're here to ensure that no more lives are lost because of the stubbornness, the pig-headedness of the Premier of New South Wales. How many more young people need to pay with their lives before we put in place pill testing, which we know saves lives?
This is where you confuse me. I thought you don't condone drugs or people taking illegal drugs. It sounds absurd when you say it out loud. Introduce pill testing. Here's a thought. Why not introduce confiscation, fines and charges to be laid on anyone who is caught with possessing illegal drugs? Oh, so I get it. Next time I have one of those cute little beagles at the airport sniff my bag and I am detained for carrying illegal substances, I should just turn to the officer and say, "Hang on, brother, can you just pull out your pill testing device to see if it's a good batch or a bad batch?" Mrs. Tam said we should provide them with the choice whether or not it's a good thing for them. A choice. You're going to give a drug user a choice whether it's a good thing for them or not. John would like to see harm minimisation measures introduced at festivals, including cooling down tents, tick, ice buckets, tick, ice baths, okay, tick, and free water. Okay, tick. Now, on second thoughts, buy your own water. It's not a charity. Josh's parents believe something has to change.
Not a day go by that I don't shed a tear for my son. That's just the reality of it all.
Take a breath, G-Man. I'm not going to aim my comments at the parents who have lost their children for taking an illegal substance. You are in enough pain as it is. So I'm going to aim my comments at all the parents who are raising their children in an era where there are enough pressures to bring up responsible young adults. We all do stupid things and we all take stupid risks. Some of those risks will be base jumping, big wave surfing, rock and mountain climbing, and eating geckos. The rush undoubtedly is euphoric, but if your wingsuit misses the mark, your quest to reach the top of Mount Everest kills you, that big wave crushes you on the coral reef, or eating the gecko gives you salmonella poisoning and you die, don't go blaming it on anyone else, and let's not have the coroner introduce minimisation tactics to prevent you from taking those risks. Yes, I know, I said eating a gecko. It was a 33-year-old man who was dared to eat a gecko at a Christmas party. He died from poisoning, although the jury is still out on what he really died from. He leaves behind a wife and 3 kids for being stupid. Hashtag, don't be a dick. Here's a thought. How about you teach your children about the dangers of taking drugs and all risk-taking activities? Oh, here come the trolls, and you're going to now educate me and slam me because of the circumstances that are out of your control, like being a single parent, or your child was always a rebel, or you have done everything possible to teach them right from wrong, and you couldn't stop them if you tried. I get it. It's everyone else's fault except theirs and yours. But troll away. Or here's another thought. Stop with the victim attitude and wanting to be the cool parent and hang around your kids like they are your friends. They're not your friends. You are the parent. But just for a moment, let's just say that you are your child's friend. Even that sounds creepy. What sort of a friend are you to share in the mindless act of taking illegal drugs? Not a friend I want. Why are we all of a sudden wanting to give a free pass to people who possess illegal drugs at concerts? To say, hey, we've tested your pill, it's good to go, but I'll leave it to you to make a choice whether you want to take it or not. And if we do allow the introduction of pill testing at festivals and the like, how does that conversation go? Hey son, hey daughter, enjoy your time at the rave concert. Oh, and don't forget to get your pills tested, just in case they're a bad batch. We wouldn't want you taking a bad batch of illegal drugs, just a good batch of illegal drugs. That will mean you condone drugs, and like Josh, what if the drugs don't kill your child from an overdose, but a heart attack? Can we then charge you with manslaughter? I guess not. Your young children whose brains have not formed will find every conceivable reason to find that taking drugs is not that bad. They will dribble on about the statistics, the research, what other countries allow, and the drugs that they get are from a reputable dealer. If that is the conversation that your child and you are having about the benefits of taking illegal drugs, put bars up on their bedroom window, bolt the doors shut, handcuff them to the bed, and get them professional help. Do what you got to do, but don't go making me feel bad because of your inept parenting. I would love to know your thoughts and of course join in on the conversation. Show your kids this video and I would also like to know what their responses are. If they agree with me in part, you have raised a responsible young adult. If not, G-Man will allow you to give them a Chinese burn. As usual, comment, like, subscribe, troll, do what floats your boat. And if you have a story that you think should be told, you can send it to me here. Now go away and just get high on life. Naturally. I'm Gerald Pauschmann for The Point TV. Cheers, Rudy. It's legal.